The bigger picture for a deeper understanding. Foundation for building business management strategies. The tendency of planners and analysts involved in business management strategies is to focus solely on direct and tangible relationships that impact operations, such as capital, location, production stages, etc. These will prove insufficient as long as all other indirect and intangible relationships are not taken into account. Some of these relationships might be hidden or unknown, causing effort to discover and properly position them. Managing and controlling these relationships, and avoiding their negative consequences will require careful attention. These hidden factors, once unearthed, can significantly influence the intended strategy and its objectives. Some might look at the attached image and wonder, what is the connection between real estate, aviation, navigation, tourism, fishing, car trade, business, agriculture, economy, stock market, law, and the myriad of other unknown factors, etc. In utmost simplicity, the answer lies in being assured at all times that if we delve deeper and broaden our thinking, we discover that there are connections uniting everything around us that captures our attention. Isn't it true that all the common factors of investment and money link the aforementioned, for instance? Isn't the law sufficient to regulate investments in all fields, overseeing the movement of funds, preserving and taxing them? Isn't agriculture, just like hospitality, tourism, and car trade, subject to the control of financial flows? The significance of consistently embracing the broader perspective lies in applying profound thinking to understand what is possible and what might be unattainable in the present or future. In today's landscape, we can perceive the rapidly escalating tide of change continually. Every individual in the business world, from decision-makers at the top levels of business entities or organizations to those operating at lower levels, feels immense pressure to fulfill the responsibilities placed upon them to navigate the realities of the contemporary world. However, the problem arises in neglecting a crucial part of the larger picture, the facts concerning what the future holds. To illustrate the importance of embracing the broader perspective, let's imagine you have cast your gaze from the peak of the mountain next to the valley in which you live. After ascending to this peak, you will undoubtedly notice a significant contrast between the intricate details of the place where you live. The one you are intimately familiar with, spending most of your time managing your affairs, solving problems, and overcoming challenges, and the panoramic view from the mountaintop. This elevated vantage point provides you with a fresh outlook, allowing you to see a comprehensive layout of the areas where you and your neighbors dwell. The locations of stores, roads, gardens, schools, and so forth. Indeed, this applies to your perspective both on the ground and in the sky, suspended within an aircraft, as well as to the difference in your view of your organization or business from within, and from the outside, or when compared to similar enterprises. From this perspective, you can clearly see things that might not have been apparent to you before. For example, from the first example, most of the roads in the valley might not be straight, and the overall layout of existing buildings, such as houses or stores, might not have been planned correctly. From the second example, sitting by the airplane window, you might discover the complicated intertwining of agricultural lands, with areas designated for urban development, resulting in unplanned or informal settlements. From this example, you can identify the weaknesses within your organization and recognize the strengths of others. You can discern the opportunities your organization can seize to enhance performance, aiming to increase profits and excel in the fiercely competitive business world. Seeing all the intricacies of the scene, having the big picture, presents a golden opportunity for improving both personal and professional aspects of life. We must also be vigilant about the potential for dispersion when focusing on the big picture. When our attention is pulled in multiple directions, priorities shift, and relentless pressures persist for results, it becomes incredibly challenging to step back, capture the comprehensive view, and assess it. The alternative is far worse. You might wake up one day to find that what it once relied upon is no longer suitable, effective, or profitable. To avoid falling into this dilemma, decision-makers must cause posing three fundamental questions to themselves, and responding to them when contemplating the grand picture. What is truly essential to be undertaken? Why do things unfold as they are without alteration? How will my diverse individual contributions align with the grand scheme of the vision? Considering the bigger picture results in a shift in your perspective. This transformation causes a revision of your judgments about things, accompanied by a shift in your focus and activities. Be it at the individual, team, or organizational level. Getting a panoramic perspective propels the prioritization of vital matters and redirects your attention towards genuine priorities. When devising business strategies, planners and analysts must possess sharp vision and profound insight. They ought to interconnect all elements, ensuring not to neglect the inclusion of any component whose undesirable impact might surface in the future. This particular approach renders the strategic plan successful. Look at the grander scheme of things.